Well, welcome back for another instalment of the Brothers Weekly Wrap. On the weekend, Saturday, 1st February, we kick-started the 24 preseason with a trial game against the Northern Pride under-20s at our home ground at Stan Williams Park. Early kick-off, 2 o'clock, up against pretty much the benchmark of all the 20-year-olds in the far North Queensland region. For the match itself, we obviously didn't get off to that great a start, giving away a penalty after the first tackle, which led the Pride boys to march their way up the field, and that was followed up with another penalty. Unfortunately, the Pride guys were able to capitalise on that and get a few early points on us, and we come to Orange's trailing on the scoreboard, 24 points to Blight. But in saying that, our effort was there, and that was all I was looking for. We're always going to lack a little bit of cohesion. Most of our emphasis through the pre-season has been working on our conditioning and our ruck defence, and I was really pleased with the fact that even though the Pride squad had scored 4 tries, none of them were by going through the middle of our ruck. So that was something to keep me pretty happy. The second half, though, was almost a different side that went out, and we finally got a little bit of possession and coupled that with some good field position, and we looked threatening on a number of occasions. Quilligilla looked very dangerous every time he had a touch, and if we can get him fit and firing, he can be a very handy player for us throughout the season. We were able to get across on the back of a break by Quilligilla when he put Slattery and Mosby over the line, and Slats put him down between the posts. Unfortunately, we let Pride in for a soft try right on full time. Otherwise, it would have been a nice 6-all draw in the second half. But as I mentioned, throughout the entire game, I was really happy with our performance defensively through the middle of the ruck. We've got a couple of things to work on with our edge defence. The basic mechanics of what we've touched on with our training was put into play, and when we put a little bit more polish onto that, and I'm sure we'll solve a few of the issues that come up on the weekend. A couple of good performances from the trial game on the weekend. I thought young Lachlan Carey in his first game for the club, playing in the middle, playing lock, he got through a mountain of work in defence. Even got shortened up by one of our brothers' players playing for Northern Pride in PJ Webb. Those guys seem to be pretty good mates, so there's some bragging rights there for young PJ at the moment. But also, I was really impressed with Quilligilla with his touches. As I mentioned, if we can get him fit, he'll be a very handy player for us throughout the season. It was a welcome return for Brenton Bowen as well. BB hasn't had any football for the last couple of years with a couple of health issues, and it was just fantastic to see him back out on the paddock. But probably the most impressive performance for mine on the weekend was the standing skipper for the day, Troy Nolan. The guy was very impressive out there. He got through a mountain of work in both attack and defence, and really did his best to lead from the front. Another impressive factor out of the match was the performances from the Northern Pride under-20s squad. The vast majority of those players are actually registered to Brothers, so it was fantastic to see those guys go about. I thought Jadisi Hodge put the team around the paddock pretty well there from half, and he was really well supported by the likes of Eddie Daniel, who showed how dangerous can be at any point in time, laying on a couple of tries. Broski Emery Hunia was fantastic at the back and really got him on the front foot a lot. And I was also really impressed with PJ Webb, who led from the front in the middle of the field. So it bodes well for us as a club that the guys who performed so well in the Pride 20s are dual registered with us as well. From here we turn our attention to Innisfail Leprechauns on February 15th. Where we'll play in all 3 grades. So we'll play an under-18s followed by 2 combination sides of all of our senior players mixed in together, and we'll come up with 2 sides out of that. That'll be followed up with our final trial against Townsville Brothers down in Townsville.